Well, I bought some gold, so we're going to do an unboxing. But before I unbox it, I want to reflect on, did I purchase this gold out of fear? I'm not judging anyone else's purchases. I'm just reflecting on my own purchase and my own motivation. So let me explain why it's possible I may have bought this from a position of fear, but I don't, quote, regret it, but I'll explain the thought process. So this box is a very high premium collectible gold series for 2020, and it's a subscription program. So there are eventually going to be 6 different coins. So this is from the Royal Canadian Mint. So this is a replica of the 1967 anniversary series of coins that they had. So this was the dollar coin. It had the goose. And so there's 6 different coins, and you get one every 2 months. So what I haven't shared with my audience yet is that the second one is bought and paid for in April, but the Royal Canadian Mint had previously indicated that certain bullion products and collectible products are being delayed or not being shipped. So I don't know if they've made them or they're just not shipping them, but I've paid for the next one, and it's a wolf $50. And here's the note they sent me that says when it's coming. August, 4 months from now. So I'm not going to see the rest of these coins for a while. So based off of that and a couple of news stories, a news story which I covered here in the channel on April 15th, the US Mint announced that they were closing West Point, and West Point is the only mint that makes American Gold Eagles and Gold Buffaloes. So as an American Gold Eagle buyer, it looked like the supply was in jeopardy. And so then, and they're already high premiums as it stands, not as high a premium as silver, but the premiums on American Gold Eagles have been going up fairly significantly. So I was afraid that the price of bullion was getting away from me a little bit. And so I made a purchase. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, within a week, there was another news story that said West Point was going to reopen. They'd clean the facility. It would operate on a somewhat limited production run, but it would be operating. So perhaps I might have overreacted a little bit. And so that's just a judgment on me, and maybe a cautionary tale for yourself in terms of maybe waiting. So I think now, even though the Canadian Mint, we don't really know what their next move is, we do know that the US Mint is producing coins, and I looked at the website very recently, and they have shipped in the month of April 90,000 American Gold Eagle coins. And guess what? All 90,000+ are of the 1 ounce size. So maybe in May, they'll do a little of all the other sizes. So I got some gold. So I'll show you the invoice afterwards, but here is the gold. All right, here we go. We got 2 pieces of gold. All right, so we have 2 pieces of gold. All right, so we have 1 is a 2020. So this is going to be a year to remember. So I typically just get a random date one, but I thought having a 2020 would be kind of cool. So here's 1, and it's the 1/10 size. So 1/10 ounce size, American Gold Eagle, 2020. Another piece of gold for our collection. And the second one is a random date, and it's 2010. So it looks in nice condition. One-tenth ounce. Let's take this one out. All right, 2010. All right, so the US Mint is back in operation, minting some coins in West Point, New York. So the 2020s of all the different sizes should be being produced throughout May and June. It's really a big year. They've made more ounces of coins. So they've made more ounces of gold, American Gold Eagles, in the 4 months of 2020 than all of 2019, or all of 2018, or all of 2017. So it looks like it could be a record year for production. They're back in operation. So I've got a random date. I've bought and paid for a wolf coin from Canada, and they're holding on to it. So hopefully the mints will be returning to normal operation soon. West Point is operating. Canada hopefully operating, and hopefully returning back to normal as soon as practical. So don't regret getting it, but I would say it was based on the best information at the time, but perhaps a slight overreaction that the supply was going to be more restricted. And it looks like the supply is opening up a little bit. So hopefully some positive developments. So keep stacking in 2020. If you're able to earmark some of your stimulus check towards precious metals, would you be putting it towards gold or silver? If you'd like to explore some options, please click on our featured video.